Hi everyone, so I thought I'd create this really pretty naked look for you guys today. It's just a slightly more dramatic naked 2 look than the other one I did as far as the eyes go. This one has a lot of shading and darker colors. If you feel there are not enough dark smoky colors in this palette, you can always blend some colors together to create a slightly more dramatic appearance for the colors. It's very simple to do, but then again, this palette is not called the Smoky Eyes palette, it is called the Naked palette, hence the more nudie tones. The previous one was definitely more smoky and dark, so if you're in the market for smoky dark, I would get the first palette, but if you're not a stranger to blending colors, this one has a nice array of colors you can blend to create something a little bit more dramatic and dark. I believe both palettes are really fun. I like them both a lot. Personally, I do think Tease is very easy to work with for a crease color. I love that there are 2 highlight shades instead of 1. I like a good highlight shade, and then all these colors do really help create lovely looks. I like that these are more brown based. There's a lot of browns and taupees and purples. I think they make hazel eyes gorgeous. If you have green eyes, hazel eyes, or almost any eye color, I do recommend this palette. I do really think it really enhances the eyes, probably because of the purpley taupey kind of undertones in this palette. So I really like the end effect of what the colors do to enhance your eye color a lot. I also like that this one comes with a gloss, but I'll do a blog post so you can hear my thoughts on it, because I don't know, I like it. I mean, I like that it's different from the other palette a lot. So that's just my opinion. But yeah, I hope that you enjoy this tutorial, and thank you so much for watching. Alright, so to get started on the look, I'm going to take Too Faced Shadow Insurance in Candlelight. And I'm just going to take as little an amount as I can. It's got a little too much on my finger, so I'm just going to try to blend it between both eyes. So just like that, just try to do it very lightly so you don't rub the skin back and forth too much. And that is just our primer. So to start this look off, I'm going to go directly into Tease, which is just that purpley sort of brown color right here in the palette. And I'm going to be taking the Naked 2 Good Karma brush that came with the palette, and we're just going to be taking the blender brush, and we're just going to start going into the socket of the eye to just sort of deepen it up a little bit. I want the majority of the pigmentation from Tease to be in the outer portion of the crease and blended through. And then just try to blend it out so it's a little softer. And I'm going to go into Busted, which is just that sort of darky kind of brown, kind of like a charcoal brown. And we're just going to go into the deep socket of the eye. I'm just grabbing a little bit of pigment at a time. And then just go along the deep socket in the outer portion of the crease. And then just try to create a little bit of contour with that color. So now I'm going to take a little bit of Verve, or sorry, not Verve. I'm going to take a little bit of Pistol, which is literally the most charcoal-y color that we have in the palette, but it's not as gray as Gunmetal. There's definitely more brown to this color. But we're going to start going into the outer corner with Pistol, with the blending side of the Naked 2 brush. From there, I'm going to go back into the inner portion of the eye, and we're going to shade the other side. So we're just going to do that and avoid the center. Now I'm going to go into Suspect, which is in the Book of Shadows 3, I believe, and possibly one more palette. I'm pretty sure it's in another palette. I don't think I own it though. I think it's like Roller Girl or something. We're going to take that nut brown color, which is Suspect right here, And we're just gonna go into the inner portion of the lid. So it's just gonna be right in the center between Pistol. Now we're going to take a little bit of Foxy, which is just this yellow highlight shade right here. We're gonna take the flat side of the brush and we're going to pack that highlight shade all over it and pack it from there onto the brush. From the center of the arch, we're going to be blending it out. And then just blend it down a little further. And a little over the crease. Just so it looks very well blended out. If you have a very good blend on your crease shade, you possibly don't need the highlight unless you want. Now we're going to go into Booty Call, which is just that pinky color. And we're just going to pack that on the upper arch and then line it up underneath the brow bone. And we're going to do the same thing with Booty Call in the inner tear duct as well. And then you can go ahead and whisk away any fallout. Now I'm going to go back into Blackout, which is just that black color right here. And it's up to you if you want to dramatize this look. If my looks are a bit too much for you, and even this is too much for you, you can stop right here or even go lighter than this look. But I'm going to go in with Blackout. And we're just going to do a little V shape with the tips of the blender. My other Naked 2 look was very light, so we're just going to dramatize this one up a bit. I'm sorry for the dogs in the background. They are super rambunctious. And we're just going to blend that out as best we can and really fluff out that outer corner. It's pretty easy to do with this brush. And then take away any fallout with makeup remover. I'm going to take the Urban Decay 24/7 waterproof liquid liner in Perversion, and I'm just going to put on a little bit of this. I'm going to start at the base of the upper lash line, and then just try to get it as close as you can to the upper lash line. And then if you get a little too much or it's uneven, you could just take the dry brush like I did and just sort of blend it out. I'm going to take Mary Kay's black eyeliner and black Noir, and I'm just going to start blending this out on the waterline and the lower lash line. Now before we finish off the eyes, I'm just going to take the a dry angled brush, and we're just going to blend out the Mary Kay eyeliner so it's got a slightly softer edge. This might even blend it down in the process, so just be careful not to blend down too far. Now I'm going to be taking a little bit of the Naked palette, and we're going to go into Busted, and we're just going to take some of that color up on the angled brush, and we're just going to blend that out on the lower lash line. As you can see, I did go way down, way too far by blending out that, so I'm just going to take a makeup remover wipe, and we're just going to clean that out. I'm going to apply my Mary Kay Time Wise Luminous Wear foundation, and we'll be back with the rest of the face. Now for under the eyes, I'm going to take the Mary Kay Facial Highlighting Pen in Ivory number 2, and I'm just going to use this just to clean up the lower eye area so it has no discoloration or redness to it at all. So it looks polished. I don't know if you can see there's like slight redness underneath the lower lid, but I'm going to make sure that's all gone for the final look so it looks very clean. Also kind of serves as like a built-in highlighter, so you don't need to necessarily add a powder one unless you want. So just a light amount of it. You could always add more if you feel you haven't whisked enough discoloration away, but I don't recommend adding any more than can slightly clean it up. Otherwise it'll just create creasing underneath the eye and make you look older than you are. I'm going to take MAC's blush in Pink Swoon, and we're just going to kind of pretty up the face, make it kind of pink and glowy. This color is a sheer tone blush, so it's not going to have a lot of pigment, so you can kind of pack it in how you wish. It's up to you. I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of stippling and blending with this color just to get the pinkness I want. Now for lips, I'm going to take the Urban Decay 24/7 lip liner in Wicked. I'm just going to line our lips and fill them in. My dog wants to chew my cord. You can't have it. I'm just going to continue doing that. And a little bit of Naked lipstick. And a little bit of the Urban Decay Lip Junkie in Naked. This is my first time trying a lip junkie of my own. I've swatched them in stores, but I like the smell. I don't usually like Urban Decay glosses, but this one's pretty nice. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this look, and thank you so much for watching.